Have you ever wondered why two people can face the exact same challenge, the exact same opportunity, and respond in completely different ways? One person sees potential, one person hesitates and sees proof that they're not good enough. The situation is identical, but the belief guiding each response is completely different, and that invisible guidance often determines outcomes, far more than talent, motivation, or resources. Most of the limits in your life are not created by circumstances. They are created by beliefs you accepted long ago, often without questioning them. Beliefs about who you are, beliefs about what you deserve, beliefs about what is possible for someone like you. And the most dangerous part, many of these beliefs don't even feel like beliefs. They feel like facts. You act as though they are truths, yet you never pause to examine them. Today, we're going to uncover how these invisible rules shape your life, where they come from, and how you can begin rewriting them. Pause for a moment and reflect. What belief about yourself has quietly shaped the choices you make every day, even the ones you barely notice? What internal narrative runs in the background, silently steering your decisions and actions? Many of us grow up with a silent equation running in the background of our minds. What I do plus how well I do equals who I am. If I succeed, I'm valuable. If I fail, I'm not good enough. That equation is backwards. Your identity should not be determined by performance. Your actions should be guided by who you believe you are. When we confuse these two things, we create what psychologists sometimes call mistaken beliefs. Beliefs become internal rules like, I'm not smart enough. I'm not the type of person who succeeds. People like me don't get opportunities. Over time, these thoughts become part of how we see ourselves, and once a belief becomes part of your identity, your mind will constantly look for evidence to support it. Limiting beliefs rarely appear out of nowhere. Most of them are learned. They may come from parents who struggled and unknowingly passed down fear about money or security. They may come from teachers, peers, or authority figures who discouraged you. They may come from past failures that convinced you certain things were not for you. As children, we absorb these messages without questioning them, and years later, we are still living according to rules that were written when we were much younger. Think about this for a moment. Is the voice in your head always your own? Or is it sometimes an echo of someone else's opinion, quietly shaping your decisions without your awareness? When a belief takes hold, it influences your behavior in subtle but powerful ways. When someone believes they are capable, they take action even in uncertain circumstances. When someone believes they are not capable, hesitation appears before action even begins. This is why limiting beliefs create a self-reinforcing loop. First comes the belief, I'm probably not good at this. Then comes the emotion, doubt, anxiety, hesitation. Then comes the behavior, avoiding the opportunity, delaying action, procrastinating. And finally comes the result, nothing changes. That result then becomes new evidence that the belief was correct. Over time, this cycle strengthens itself. Not because the belief was true, but because it was never challenged. Take a moment to visualize that cycle in your own life. Can you spot a moment where a small voice whispered doubt and you obeyed it without questioning? Recognizing the pattern is the first step to taking back control. The first step to breaking this cycle is awareness. Instead of accepting every thought as truth, begin asking questions. When a limiting belief appears, pause and ask, what evidence actually supports this belief? Is it always true, or only sometimes? Does this belief improve my life, or restrict it? And perhaps the most important question, did I consciously choose this belief, or did I inherit it? Many beliefs guiding your life were never deliberately chosen. They were absorbed, repeated, reinforced, and eventually felt like permanent facts. But what was learned can also be unlearned. Pause again. Consider one belief that has quietly shaped how you behave, or what you allow yourself to pursue. Changing beliefs does not happen overnight, but it begins with small, deliberate shifts in perspective. Instead of saying, I'm not good at this, you might say, I'm still learning this skill. Instead of, "I always fail," try, "I'm improving through experience, one step at a time." These small adjustments may seem simple, but they change how your mind interprets challenges. They create space for growth instead of reinforcing limitation. Over time, new beliefs begin to form, beliefs based not on fear or past experiences, but on possibility, effort, and deliberate action. To begin changing limiting beliefs, try this simple daily practice. First, notice one belief that appears when you face a challenge. Second, question whether that belief is objectively true. Third, replace it with a more accurate and empowering perspective. Finally, take one small action that supports the new belief. Action is important because your brain learns through evidence. Every small step becomes proof that the old belief was not the full story. And slowly, the internal narrative begins to change. Imagine yourself over the course of a month, each day, noticing, questioning, replacing, and acting. The old story that kept you stuck begins to lose its grip. You start seeing possibilities where once you saw limits. You begin proving to yourself, every day, that the assumptions you've held are not permanent laws, they are interpretations. Many of the limits we experience are not external barriers. They are internal conclusions we reached long ago. But beliefs are not permanent. They are interpretations, and interpretations can change. The moment you question a limiting belief, it begins to lose its power. Now, ask yourself honestly, which belief about yourself has quietly shaped your choices? And what would change if you stopped treating it as a fact? Pause. Reflect. Write it down if you can. This is the moment where true agency begins. Not through motivation, not through forcing habits, not through discipline alone, but through a conscious examination of the thoughts quietly directing your life. Each reflection, each observation, each new piece of evidence you create rewires the brain, shifts identity, and opens a door to possibility. Today, take one belief you've long assumed to be true, examine it, challenge it, and take one small step that proves it isn't absolute. These small actions accumulate. They are invisible victories that build a stronger, freer version of you. The change starts internally first, and the external results will follow. The quiet realization is this: the limitation was never reality. It was just a belief that was never questioned. Once you question it, you reclaim control. This is the power of noticing, challenging, and rewriting limiting beliefs. The invisible blocks lose their hold, and finally, you begin moving forward unrestrained.